This video is not going to be some dragged out video, and it's instead just going to be a straight to the point practical guide with real advice from someone who has also been through this journey. I started calisthenics training a little under 2 years ago myself. Now I'm going to try and give you the best advice I can with the hope of helping other people who may at this moment be at my starting point. Building an aesthetic physique and functional strength means you will need to do some form of resistance training. This can either be through weightlifting, calisthenics, or any other types of training. The key focus is just to be implementing progressive overload into your training. Now, progressive overload is simply the process of gradually increasing the stress placed on the body while training. This can be through the use of heavier weights, more reps, or harder progressions. As I said, this guide is meant to be a straight to the point practical video, so I'm briefly going to go over the main things to focus on and some key exercises for them. For more detailed descriptions and plans, check out some of my other longer form videos. When it comes to building an aesthetic physique, you are going to want to focus on key compound exercises, which will focus on hitting the bigger muscles with some slight isolation work. These will primarily be the chest, back, delts, abs, your legs and glutes. Working on these will help you build the aesthetic V-taper appearance that you often see in Greek god statues. This appearance is often considered to be one of attractiveness. Alongside these, we also have some accessory training like the neck and the forearms, which will also help benefit your appearance and physique. Starting with the chest really brings together the upper part of your physique from the front and the side and gives you a more masculine, gorilla-like look. Focus both on the chest as a whole and specifically the upper chest with incline movements. Things like push-ups, dumbbell press, and their incline/decline variations will help with this. The back and the lats are the main part of building that Christmas tree back and the V-taper, as well as often being considered the most attractive muscle on a man. Target these with both vertical and horizontal work from either pull-ups or the lat pull-down, and then inverted rows or a seated row. With the delts, specifically the lateral and rear delts of the shoulder, are going to help make your upper half look wider and thicker, and in comparison make your waist look smaller. This specifically helps with the V-taper. Target these specifically with things like lateral raises, rear delt flies, and pike push-ups. When it comes to your abs training, I would recommend focusing more on the lower two, as the upper four are generally targeted more by other compound movements. These can be done with exercises like hanging leg raises. Now, your legs and glutes are also important to having an aesthetic looking physique, as it can look weird if they are underdeveloped compared to the rest of your body. Work on these with movements like the barbell squat, your RDLs, and your hip thrusts. Finally, as it comes to the accessory training, having thicker forearms and a neck are also going to help give you a more masculine appearance, as these parts of your body are almost always on show. When it comes to training and creating an aesthetic physique, your diet also plays a huge part. While it will absolutely benefit you to track out your macronutrients and weigh everything you eat, in all honesty, it can be a lot of work and is not necessarily needed, especially for the average person. I myself do not track my calories, but instead have educated myself on nutrition and can therefore make good choices when it comes to my diet. What I am going to do is give you some quick advice I have learned for you to take into account with your own diet, with the goal of building muscle and an aesthetic physique from a skinny starting position. You are going to want to be in a lean bulk, which will build muscle and as little fat gain as possible. This is done through a slight calorie surplus of around 100 to 250 calories. This could be as simple as adding an extra bit of toast or two into your daily meals. If starting from a heavier weight, then focus on a slight calorie deficit by again around 100 to 250. A general rule of thumb when training is to consume at least 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight a day. Consume at least 3 to 4 litres of water a day, preferably 2 litres in the morning and 2 litres in the afternoon to the evening. The majority of your calories and general nutrients should primarily be coming from whole foods and not processed foods. Things like meat, eggs and fruit are very important aspects to include in your diet. However, you also do not need to be eating only chicken, broccoli and rice. You can have other things and still go out for meals as long as you are consistent with your overall diet. And even better, if you educate yourself properly, while you are out, you can then be making relatively good conscious decisions with your diet. What I would recommend is to go and learn what calories are, how they work, what a calorie maintenance level is, along with what calorie surplus and deficit properly mean. Also learning about what macronutrients are, specifically proteins, fats and carbs. Having information on these topics will help you make those more conscious decisions in your day-to-day life with your diet, and it will have an effect. Now I'm going to just fire off some tips and advice that I think will be beneficial to know along this journey of fitness, so it may be helpful to save this video and come back to it every now and again just to refresh yourself. Starting with a very important one is sleep. Sleep is important whether you're looking to build muscle or lose fat. I would personally recommend getting more than the recommended 7 to 8 hours and instead getting 8 to 9 hours if you are someone who is training. Your body is recovering and building back stronger when you're asleep, so make sure you're recovering properly. In terms of supplements, I personally do not believe them to be necessary and have never used them myself, but if you are interested, I would only bother with things like protein powder, creatine and multivitamins, which can all be brought from places as simple as MyProtein. Cardio is important and will not kill your gains. It helps keep your organs and body healthy and functional. Don't skip it. Tracking your workouts is also important and should be done either on a phone or a notebook. Tracking the sets and the reps you did last session will help you implement progressive overload into your future sessions. This will also be a way for you to track how much stronger you are getting over time. To finish up, I want to clarify how this will be a journey that will take time, but if you remain consistent, you will achieve the goals you want. The time is going to pass anyway, so why not use it the best way you can? For those who have stayed till the end, thank you for watching. I wish you good luck in your journeys. If you are interested in my own journey, you can subscribe and follow my Instagram, in which I share my own fitness journey and have since I began. You can also find my program in the link below with multiple routines and exercises to follow included inside it, which uses all my knowledge throughout my years of training and being a personal trainer. With that all said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.